I can't.
Why not?
It's
Yeah.
Like a creeper.
creep. Creep. There we go. That's creepy.
There we go. This is how you hang out during COVID, man.
This is so. This is going to be the majority of the show in this room. Occasionally, I am going to be dragging over some articles. Demi's going to be popping up or whatever. But yeah. So first and foremost, you let it off great. Saying Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Happy Juneteenth.
What have you been doing today, Jerry, to celebrate Juneteenth? I want to start the show off with what is Juneteenth and how you've been celebrating it. So tell me how you celebrated it, and then we can go in.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything that I don't normally do.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you're free to do that. So
Yeah.
hey,
I'm free to do that. That's the important thing.
that is the amazing thing. Hold on. Let me get some audio sounds because that's what it deserves.
Me and Kurt watched Dead Presidents.
Okay.
I don't think Jerry has seen Dead Presidents.
I think I have, but I also think it was years ago, so I don't really remember too much.
Bruh, that movie had me cracking up.
It is pretty sad.
It's sad.
It is pretty sad.
But there was just some parts where I'm like, what the fuck?
So hold on. Today the plan was to watch a bunch of black movies for Juneteenth. But so much stuff happened today. We only got to watch one movie.
It was a good movie.
And it was a good movie. Dead Presidents is the one that we watched.
I wanted to recommend Blank Man.
Ah, man.
What movie?
Blank Man.
What's Blank Man?
Blank Man is a superhero movie. It's underrated. People shit on him for no reason.
You know what I should have watched?
What?
I should have watched Into the Spider-Verse today.
Into the Spider-Verse was another one. That you could have watched. You could have did anything to jazz it up. But
I did want to watch Cinderella today, though.
yeah. Maybe if this
one.
ends on time, maybe we can get into it. Maybe.
It's a long movie.
Is it?
I think so. Isn't Cinderella with Whitney Houston a long movie, Jerry?
I don't think so. I don't think it's any longer than a normal movie.
Oh. I don't know why I felt like it was longer. It is my favorite adaptation of Cinderella, though, because I never liked Cinderella. Like, I never liked her Disney stuff or anything, and then when I saw that one, I'm like, Cinderella is pretty cool. Like,
Wow. That is very,
It's just better in every way.
yeah. So, the plan was to watch a bunch of black movies, and I got distracted by so much other black stuff. My mom didn't know what Juneteenth was. I had to explain it to her yesterday. She was dropping over some dessert for Juneteenth, and as she was going back into the car, my neighbor, white lady across the street, small white lady, just like, hello, how's it going? And she was like, Happy Juneteenth. And I was like, whoa, wow, that was amazing. And then she used that to learn more about it, which I wasn't the perfect person for that type of shit, that conversation. But it was still pretty cool that she was aware of it, and she said Happy Juneteenth, and she asked me a question that I want answers to now. Are there parades for this shit? How have we as a people been celebrating this underrated holiday?
I don't know. I have not the slightest. It is not a holiday in every state I know. I want to say 45. It's being pushed. There was a bill introduced today to potentially bump it into a federal holiday, so we would actually get the day off, have things closed and all that, which would be great. But it's mostly been a small personal celebration thing, which I'm not sure what people usually do. This is the first year I
I'm good.
really heard a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing a bit about it last year
Uh-huh.
and nothing before that. Not
I-
even once.
See,
I-
I think it's weird because I went to a private school and I learned all this stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
My first time celebrating it was about three or 4 years. It was when I lived in the place I lived before this one. And I would just sit back and watch black movies all day. Or if I was living here, I would, make a certain type of meal. And mainly I'd be just watching black movies and just chilling. But for people that don't know, Juneteenth is the day where everybody was officially free. So, back in the day when they said that, the slaves were free, some states like Texas and other racist ones, which a lot of states were racist, pretty much all of them, they were saying we don't hear that. I don't know what you're talking about. Come make me.
We didn't get the pigeon.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it kind of got swept under the rug, and I'm really happy that all this big movement is kind of pushing more stuff like this to the front lines, and we have another reason to celebrate, and that's awesome. So, how are you going to celebrate next year, Jerry?
Next year? Oh, maybe I'll take the day off. It depends. It depends
Watch
on where I am.
Afro Samurai or something. Do some black shit.
Do some black shit.
Do some black shit. Why not?
I made chicken wings.
Well, if there's no COVID.
She made chicken wings.
Yeah.
She
If
made
there's no
chicken
COVID
wings.
and no fucking crazy weather, it's fire up the grill time.
Right. That's all we need. I really didn't want to go ribs for getting on the grill. If I was to, I decided not to get on the grill, but I really didn't want to do ribs. I wanted to do something different. But I was like, look, I'm black. I don't need to make a black dish. Is that disrespectful on Juneteenth? Like, I'm free. Can I be free to eat some tacos on Juneteenth? Or is that fucked up?
That's.
Is that bad?
I think the most important thing about celebrating this is that it's freedom.
You do
It's
whatever
about
you
being free.
enjoy.
Enjoy being free.
Yeah.
It's just on the
Tacos.
4th of July we do cookouts because it's when you think of America, you think of like, yeah, hamburgers and hot dogs and grills and
And grills. But yeah, so
Every 4th of July, I've flown a box.
you say you what?
I throw a box.
You throw a box?
Yeah, this is when they started throwing the tea off the ships. I throw a box. American history.
Oh God. Well, I never
I
thought
have
of
a
it
cup
that
of tea
way.
on. It's like I have a cup of tea in the morning on July 4th.
My dog is screaming Black Lives Matter out the window. So don't mind him. When you hear that, that's just
Yeah,
him.
Pitbull, he knows this is the struggle.
That's my shout out to my dog. He is a very wonderful, amazing dog, and
He keeps the house safe.
he keeps the house safe, and I love him. He's amazing. But
Shout out to Sherry for being cute.
yeah, shout out to her. Yeah, everybody gets to watch. Shout out to Juneteenth. Shout out to the white lady across the street that said Happy Juneteenth to me. That was amazing. That was beautiful. She didn't have to. Shout out to my mom dropping off some banana pudding on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts. We ate half the thing.
We fucked that pan up.
Yeah, we did.
We fucked that. Because the thing is, we was watching such a sad movie. We wanted to balance it out.
Yeah, there you go. That
First
good
of all,
protein
I
right
was
there.
dying laughing when they were running down the street with just bags of money. Like they were like.
That was a dumb scene. That was a all right. So, Jerry, I'm gonna tell you this now. The older you get, those movies you watched as a kid, just like, man, that was such a good movie. Don't fucking watch them again. Dead Presidents was one of those movies, man. I went back to it. The beginning of the movie is like, wow, this is really, really nice. And then, like 20 minutes after that, everything looked like it was made on YouTube. As soon as they got to Vietnam, it was a parking lot with like a lot of pots and plants, and it was really bad. Did you see the bad guy at all? If you really think about it, they didn't show the bad guy at all. They were just shooting at grass. Am I wrong?
No, we saw them shooting back.
We saw guns shooting back. They could have been
they were
having
hiding
black
in the
T-shirts.
bushes.
They could. Okay, so we did not see anything.
Because they were hiding
We
in the
did
bushes.
not- we
What
did-
did you want them to do?
we-
Run out
hold
into
on.
the middle of the field?
Hold on.
Hey guys,
Hold
I'm
on.
the enemy.
Hold on. All right, I see where we going. All right, Jerry, we'll be right back. I
We'll
got.
be right back.
No, I gotta roast her ass real quick. First of all, they were wearing black T-shirts, and
Bring up the clip.
I wasn't that prepared for this stupid
bring up the
ass
clip.
argument. Okay,
I'll bring up the clip.
there was the
With
you
your
you
slow typing
holy.
ass. With
It
your
was nothing but
non-research looking ass.
it was
just
nothing
talking
but
bullshit out your
plants
ass.
in the fucking from the office. It was nothing but plants and weeds everywhere.
They were
and
in the
fucking
jungle.
rifles poked out of the fucking
They were in
plant
the jungle in
and
Asia.
just shooting. That shit looked like they recorded that with a GoPro on YouTube. It was bad. I loved the movie.
That movie felt so long.
Yeah, I mean, well, we did pause it, and then we had a banana pudding break. Well, I had...
No, we ate.
No. What I mean by that, we had a banana pudding treaty, and that's when we went back. So... Are you still researching this?
I am. I'm bringing it up.
All right. Well, I feel like it's unnecessary to go back there. You're gonna get me upset and hostile.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
All right. I'll take it. I'll go. We can go back.
Look.
We should discuss black stuff for Juneteenth. Right. Well, let me ask. Can I ask you both some black questions?
The quality on the recording is so bad, but you can see them. Ooh, I forgot that my thing is touchscreen.
Look, all right. So I'm gonna ask you guys
No question.
the top 3 black movies you ever watched. Let me see this fucking whatever thing you have that. But think about them while I look at this in very angry intent real quick. Think about them, Jerry. Let me see this shit.
It's just so bad quality on me.
Oh.
Can I just take a minute to talk about a black movie I really don't like?
What movie?
Now it's pretty popular.
That's
So-
the Americans or
No, you could see the Chinese shooting back.
should I press play?
Yes. Oh my god. Go ahead,
I
Jerry.
might end up on the bus screen after this. I fucking hate Love and Basketball.
Never seen it.
You ain't missing nothing.
I don't like any Medea movies.
It's I mean, it could be a Medea movie, but it's not. I like Medea in small doses.
I don't like any of it.
Okay. Well, I don't see anything.
That's because you're blind.
Okay. Actually, it looked a lot worse. It looked like a regular parking lot driveway with a bunch of plants in it. But whatever. You said you hate Love and Basketball. How the fuck do I bring Jerry into this versus thing? Because he just irritated me with that one.
Yeah.
I gotta set up that Zoom a little bit better because What do you hate about Love and Basketball?
Love and Basketball.
Do you let me wait? Yeah, tell me, Jerry. I'm not upset. I want to listen. I want to learn. I'm not hostile.
a Stockholm Syndrome movie for real.
Who has
It is
Stockholm?
fucking one dude just consistently wasting a woman's time for her entire life, and her not having the sense to move on.
Wasting her time, or
Wasting her
or
fucking time.
Was he like leading her on the whole
no
time?
no.
Like, what would he do, Jerry?
Wait. Whoa, you're asking too many questions. Wait.
Because there has to be reasons.
Well, let me add, was he wasting her time, or was he helping her understand her feelings?
Wasting her fucking time. First, he put her up on a pedestal like she was so important. Got her. Cheated on her.
That's
Fucking didn't really want anything to do with her until he was hurt. Got better. Left her ass again. I hate that movie. Like, my dad, a couple of my friends talked about it so much, and I finally watched it. And I was just like, yo, I hate this motherfucker. What do y'all like about this?
okay. So the movie does have some issues, of course, but I mean, it's still a decent movie.
I spent that entire movie feeling so bad for this girl being so stupid.
Demi, what is a black movie that you can't stand? Since Jerry started that off, and I'll while you talk, I'm gonna
Any Medea movie.
any Medea movie.
I
Wow.
don't like Medea. I don't think Medea is funny.
Small doses. It's definitely the kind of thing you grow out of.
I love the plays back in the day. They were very, very funny.
Yeah.
But
Definitely prefer
it
the
just
plays to the Lego movie.
I did not care for Black Panther that much. Like, I would not watch it again.
wow.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Black Panther.
Like, what?
I didn't care for it. It was okay.
I don't want to go into Black Panther into that because I had some issues with Black Panther too, but it's Juneteenth, and I don't think I thought it was gonna be one, but she mentioned multiple.
I thought we were going to talk about. You said name black movies.
Yeah, I told you to mention one that you hate, but you mentioned like 80 of them.
I mentioned two.
I mean, same thing.
One, you said a franchise, and then Black Panther, which hurts myself.
Because but all right. So she said Black Panther. You said what?
Love and Basketball.
Okay, I would have to say the worst. I would consider this a black movie, and I would consider it also the worst movie I've ever seen. Sorry to bother you.
I don't know that one.
With the guy from Get Out, and he also played L in the Netflix Death Note.
Oh, I did not. I didn't
black
watch
guy.
that.
The one with the movie with Terry Crews, and he's a telemarketer guy, and he has to answer the phone calls in a white voice, and it's just.
Oh.
But by the end, spoiler alert! If you plan on watching it, spoiler alert. He turns into a half horse, half man, and he leads an army. It's a stupid movie. It's stupid. Okay, that's my worst. My go-to classics. You gotta have Boys in the Hood. Okay. I would have to say my favorite for the most basic ass swag for 2003 is my man Tay Diggs and Brown Sugar. That was my shit. The hip hop Dalmatians stole that movie for me. And I should have one more. That's my two. Probably I go with a comedy. Let me think. maybe Life.
Life was good.
Life, but the reason I say Life is because Life is so funny. You can watch that shit almost back to back.
Yeah.
Jerry, what you got? What's your favorite 3?
Bad Boys.
Ooh, the first one, original.
Original.
Okay.
The Wiz.
I've
Ew.
never seen it.
Ew.
I've never seen it.
Wow.
Ew.
You've never seen The Wiz? Have you seen The Wiz?
I have seen The Wiz.
You didn't like The Wiz?
Jerry, let me tell you something. I was a band kid, okay? You know how many fucking times I had to watch The Wiz?
And you should have enjoyed it every time.
I did not. I barely enjoyed it the first time.
Somebody doesn't like Michael Jackson.
I was sitting there and I was like, who's this?
She doesn't. Really.
I was like, who is this? Who is this weird black lady? And I'm like, that's Michael Jackson? Like
She does not.
I was not a Michael Jackson fan. Nothing against him. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan.
I mean, you can have things against them.
I mean, I don't want to
But-
get into all that. I'm just saying. Just not a fan.
One more.
What's your what do you got? What do you have?
I mean, honestly, probably Blank Man's probably my number one. I fucking love that movie.
Blank Man, yeah.
Blank Man will stick with me for my entire life.
Blank Man was a. I feel like that should be brought up more in superhero conversations. He brought a lot to the table for people to be just bitching. You know. That's your 3? You got 3?
Yep.
All right, Demi, what's your 3?
Do they have to be old ones?
Old? They could be any. They're black as long as they're black. It will. I'm gonna tell you this: as the only white person on the show, it won't help you if you just say another one that you don't like. So
I know, but I'm just trying to think.
okay.
Does White Man Can't Jump count as a black movie?
Does White Man Can't Jump count as a black movie? I mean, if you're gonna choose that, it's not. You're not looking that good.
I don't know.
That favorable.
I mean, it has white man in the title.
But okay. Are you aiming for all the white people black movies?
No, I'm just trying to think. Okay, well, I'll start off with
If she say Hitch,
what's
we gonna have a problem.
I did like Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, definitely give you that.
I did like Hustle and Flow.
Okay, all right. It's hard out here for a pimp when you trying to make that money for the rent. Oh my God, I can't believe I remembered those lyrics. That's
You know
amazing.
what?
I did not know that.
You, we fucked up.
Why? We should have said Spider-Verse?
No, we forgot something older and also as good that should have been on one of our lists.
He gonna get you, sucker?
With is that it? That's a good one.
I'm
but
gonna
that's not
get
it.
you, sucker. That's
Oh,
what it
is
is. That's what it is. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Wait. With Damon's older brother, Keenan.
With Show Enough.
Oh no! I failed.
It's alright. I can't remember
I
the title.
failed.
This happens to me all this. Is it Enter the Dragon?
It's the last dragon, Bruce motherfucking Leroy. Oh man, I should have had that. Damn it. Demi, how many did you have?
I have 2.
You have 2. You need one more.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, if you don't have a black movie, then you don't. It's not saying you're racist or anything. It's just stating that you didn't grow up on black movies.
I did not.
So
But I'm trying to think because my mom used to watch movies like that. So I'm trying to think of
movies like that. What is that supposed to mean? Wow. I don't even know you anymore. No, but I'm just going through the it's
I know I was
a
gonna let you finish.
it's a list of things that you just go by. It's a Karen list. That's what it is. That's all. But if you don't have another one, then we're gonna have to find you one. That's all.
I had to find me one.
What about the Brandy Disney Cinderella?
Okay.
Wow, that was not an okay.
What about, you know what? Actually, the movie with the swamp witches. I can't remember.
Eve's Bayou.
Eve's Bayou. That was, I did like that
Eve's
movie
Bayou
a
was a
lot.
damn good one, man.
I don't think I know that one.
Eve's Bayou had Samuel L. Jackson in there.
Kurt was getting mad at me because I'm like, you can't draw swamp witches.
Yeah, it took place in New Orleans, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I think so. And it was during the 1940s. It was back in the day. And Sam Jackson was putting his dick on everything. And somebody ended up putting the voodoo curse and the whoop whoop wop wop, and a lot of stuff happened, but that was like the serious part of the movie, but also the movie revolved around these kids, and it was from their perspective most of the time, and it was just a good ass movie from New Orleans, and had to deal with swamp witches and shit. It was good. It was good. So, Dim, do you have any articles for me to pop up? Should I go ahead and jump into some stuff?
Let's talk about the ancient ruins that they think they found on Mars.
There's ancient ruins on Mars, Jerry.
Oh, I haven't heard about this.
Me either. Give me a second.
I'm gonna send it to you.
If it's already in there, I can get it.
I got you.
You got me? Oh no. Try not to do that, or let me try to mute that somewhere.
So will this support the Mars
Drop
was
URLs in the drive URL.
Huh?
Drop URLs in the
Oh,
drive.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, woo 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 woo. Okay. How old is this article?
But I thought
Maybe,
it was still interesting. Look at that.
That does look pretty freaking cool. Hold on. All right, so break it down. What are we? All right, what are we looking at?
So we are looking at a shot, and if you keep scrolling down, there's more pictures where they think they might have found pictures of structures. They're not sure if they are like the top of structures or if they're the base of a structure.
Why does this site trying to get us to bang our stepmom so hard?
I don't know, man. But I'm not gonna lie. If I did have the money, I would pay for that subscription because they fooled me before, and you definitely don't get a chance to bathe anything. So, but back to these ruins.
But I think that's cool.
Did they say when this was?
What did you say, Jerry?
Oh, that was yesterday.
Huh. Yep. Isn't that cool
What's up?
though? I'm excited. I love space shit.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. You know what? My favorite animes was the ones, or my favorite movies, or anything that had to deal with time, or ancient civilizations that was just doing really great, but they were so smart and egotistical. They all died out, and all that ancient stuff, that technology, like somewhat like Horizon. Zero Dawn is like, I love concepts like that in story. So, and if there's a chance of that to be real fucking life, which I sometimes believe it is, that's pretty fucking cool. That's
like
honest.
further support.
You said what now, Jerry?
This just like further supports that, I don't know, maybe Mars was first for. and we fucked it up, and we moved to New Earth.
This is New Earth. Yeah.
And now we're getting ready to fuck it up and think about moving back to Old Earth.
Yeah.
To find out we fucked that up the first time.
Yeah. Well.
You know what I'm gonna feel bad for when this Earth goes?
What?
Is all the fucking animals that like Chihuahuas and Pomeranians and shit, because they're gonna be the first ones to go.
Why did you think about them? Out of everything on Earth.
Because if we were to up and just leave Earth, like just people, and just left all our animals here.
Why would we be leaving our animals?
Because what if we can't? Because resources.
Well,
huh?
These
Resources.
Families, they leaving their pets.
You know people.
Oh, hold on. All right.
Like if we're traveling to a different planet, think about it. If we travel to a different planet, we can't have enough resources because we're probably moving to a different planet because of shortage of resources. So we probably don't have enough resources not only to not feed everybody that's already going, but to feed everybody and their fucking dog. Like,
well,
you got to think about the tier list. First off, the people that's going are rich people.
yeah.
Then the rich people's pets.
Yeah.
And then the rich people's people they need to be able to sustain being rich. And then everybody else. So pets will make it. Rich people pets.
I feel like there'd be some type of system, but it's just gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, this COVID-19 shit obviously showed us that. Isn't it embarrassing where other countries that's cheaper, way cheaper than ours, and like not even don't even have like the same resources, but was able to control and able.
Detain everybody.
I mean, maybe smaller groups are 10 times or a million times easier than dealing with a whole country, but I mean.
But how hard is it? Stay in your house. Wash your hands. When you go to the store, put on a mask. Like.
When everyone isn't as privileged,
Yeah.
you don't have these problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
So there's been a lot of I really want to talk about a lot of black stuff. What do you got on the news for black stuff? Because I instantly thought about Miles Morales and
we could talk about for all our iPhone users. There is an app that's coming out for so pretty much you would say something like, "Hey Siri, I'm getting pulled over," and the app will begin where is it? I'm trying to find where it shows the features for it. The program will pause music you may be playing, turn down the brightness on the iPhone, turn on Do Not Disturb mode. It sends a quick text to a predetermined contact to tell them you've been pulled over, and it automatically starts recording using the iPhone's front-facing camera. Once you've stopped recording, it will text or email the video to a different predetermined contact and save into a Dropbox.
Can I say something?
What's up?
I feel like before all this, wasn't Jerry, mistake me if I'm wrong, wasn't Apple in a lot of trouble because people were finding out that they've been recording people without them knowing?
I believe so.
So did they just find a great way to flip that campaign to get them out of hot water?
I don't know anything about that, so I don't.
I
use
feel like
iPhone,
Apple's
so I
always
don't
doing
keep up
shit,
with
but
it.
they're another one of those things.
Wait. Start over. What'd you say?
I feel like Apple's always doing shit, but they're another one of those corporations that's too big to actually do anything about. Like Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah. So what were you saying?
I was just saying that I didn't hear anything about Apple. I don't have an iPhone. I would never use an iPhone.
Right. I've heard about.
Statement.
So if Apple is using their spyways for good, I guess yes. Sounds. I mean, what I think would also need to be discussed in that reparations talk is not mandatory, but free black insurance. That means when you get fucked over by the system and all those court fees and all that shit where you did nothing wrong but they still fucked you up, black insurance should cover that shit. Because that's how a lot of people be getting fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. I'm saying me. That's how I got fucked up. That's how I am fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's institutional.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn it, we could have had Bernie.
Let's.
So.
You got something else?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I posted in the URL articles.
Okay.
It's a video.
Ooh.
So there was a woman down in Bethel, Ohio, outside of Cincinnati, and she was walking around with a sign that says Black Lives Matter, and a group of people, I believe all men, I could be wrong, but I believe all men followed her and insulted her and took her sign and tore it up, and then I think one of them slapped her.
What the hell?
Because her sign said Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
What race was she?
White.
Jeez, they went after their own like that.
But credit to her, because even though they ripped up her sign,
I'm hopping all around. I'm a pink bird.
Oh my God.
I'm walking.
oh,
Jesus, Mark Rubier be popping up anywhere. I ain't want you. Dude, can you look just real quick?
Oh my God.
See what the fuck he's doing?
Hey,
Jesus.
fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Relax, man.
Fuck it up.
Relax.
Out his goddamn eyeball. I'm a flamingo. I'm a rip out of your eyeball.
He's a flamingo. And he's gonna rip out your eyeball. But no, I can't.
Okay,
That
so
URL
she
did not pop
So the
up
people
for
who
me.
attacked her was a redneck biker protest for All Lives Matter, and she showed up with Black Lives Matter sign to the protest.
I don't know why it's not working. That it popped up that shit. So, but oh well. That's
Hold on.
fine. I do have something that we can talk about that's popped up. Jerry, you might have a little bit more information on.
Go into the stupid shit to talk about.
Okay.
Stupid shit to talk about.
Yeah.
And then scroll. It's the third thing in there.
Gotcha.
Did it come up?
Yes. Give me a second. All right.
So she said, I got my sign ripped out of my hand, thrown against the wall, and punched in the head for walking across a crosswalk while Bethel police officer watched and tried to act like he gave a fuck when I was screaming at him.
So Beppo is like in Ohio.
Yeah. These are bikers bullying this teenage girl. She's a teenager. There's her sign.
Both bikers are fucked. This is a lot of people just.
And someone hits her.
Wow.
He just pushed her. And now
But-
there's the officer.
But she did not give up because she made a new sign and went right back to the protests with her new sign.
Okay, that's cool. Can I say something? At the end of the video, you see the cop shows up for
Yeah.
the white lady. And I'm going to say how that cop showed up for that white lady. It was very, very disappointing.
But she posted that she was screaming for the cop.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't
Yeah,
until she got
he didn't-
hit that they came over to pretended they gave a shit and everything.
So,
Right, he didn't like one. There was no sense of urgency, and at the end, he was just like, "Yeah, go over here."
yeah, I think that's a big threat for the police department is them not saving white women on time. That they lose a lot of fuck defunding. They gonna lose a lot of support.
You know that nobody there gave a fuck about her.
Oh, I know that,
It's
but
so weird. Like,
as a whole, they're supposed to,
Yeah.
you know. But that's proof that they
when I
don't.
think about Ohio, since I've like been born and raised in Cleveland, I think about Cleveland. Sometimes Columbus, maybe Cincinnati. Sometimes I forget Cincinnati's in Ohio.
It is like its own little world.
Like, there's so much absolute bullshit in this state
Oh yeah.
that we just kind of forget. Like, wow, we ended up being a red state in almost every election.
Yeah.
How?
You do kind of forget how prejudiced Ohio is.
Yeah.
But
And it's still just a matter of time before Cleveland takes over the entirety of Ohio.
right. So let me ask you this. This is something I always wanted to talk about, and I feel like today is a great day to talk about it. Tell me about your experience, or experiences of being black and going to conventions.
Being black, I got to be really honest. Being black and going to conventions is not nearly as bad as being straight and going to conventions.
Wait, what? What? What do you mean?
Can I just say, so I can't tell you how it feels being black and going to conventions, but do you know how it feels being an Asian girl and going to conventions? It's fucking scary.
I can never actually
yeah.
understand that. I'm probably a part of the problem.
Jerry, so I went to go check out one of those 18 plus panels where they screen hentai. And, like, I was sitting there, and it was just so stupid. There was a talking goldfish. She started rubbing up against a metal pole. Like, it was just weird. It was just weird. And so I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And this dude sitting in front of me turned around so quick and had the biggest smile on his face. Like, he was just like, first of all, I was already uncomfortable. I felt really unsafe because I was the only fucking female in this room. I was hoping, like, maybe, like, I would find, like, someone weird like me. Like, but nope. I just found a bunch of just horny, just sweaty teenagers.
I mean, I don't know what else you expected to find at a con.
But
So, the one porn screening I went to, or hentai screening I went to in LA was fucking hilarious.
was it?
Yes, it was a great time. We had an actual VA / former porn actress in there,
Nice.
and we really just made the whole thing an entire joke.
She retired?
And it was like Bible.
But no, so like the guy turned around so quickly and everything, and then he just like started like telling me the name and talking to me about it and everything, and he's like, yeah, so do you watch hentai like all the time and stuff like that? And I'm just like whoa.
Calm down. That's not how you start a conversation with a girl.
That's weird. So tell me about your black experiences at a con.
My black experiences have been mostly good. Con to con, it changes a bit. You will notice the different levels of black presence, be it the artist alley or just the attendees in general. Like older con, definitely a stronger black presence.
So you're saying there's so to speak, like there's conventions that black people deem like, okay, that's the one I'll go to.
There's more attendees, more vendors, more guests.
Is it more fitting towards black people? Like more comfortable, not as prejudiced,
so.
not as not much as harassment.
Of prejudice or harassment at cons myself. I'm trying to think. There was once, God, what was that? AWA. Where someone may or may not have called me a nigger. And I didn't actually get to catch it myself. I just got told it was disrespectful. And
yeah.
I just kind of didn't hurt them and just called them a bitch to their face and walked away because I didn't want to get kicked out the con while I still need to go to my Idols concert.
I don't care. I will fuck somebody up. Let's go. I'll go have fun somewhere else. You ain't about to disrespect
all the way
me.
to LA for this fucking concert.
Yeah. Where was it?
This was Atlanta. Oh, definitely LA. My bad. Atlanta. AWA.
I would have went to the beach. I would have beat his ass and went to the beach.
What'd you say?
I needed that concert. I went solely for that concert.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Is that the lady you took a picture with online?
No, that's LA.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Yes, her too. I have a picture. She was my Facebook picture for like forever.
I remember.
Yes.
Huh.
She's like somewhere between retired and not retired right now.
You know what? I mean, speaking of going to concerts, I'm really sad because I felt like. Remember I told you about that girl I used to work with where I forgot what we were talking about, but I happened to mention Machine Gun Kelly, I think. Was it Machine Gun Kelly? I think it was Machine Gun Kelly. And she was like, "Oh my god, I love him," and blah blah blah. And she was like, "Yeah, they're touring. I think they were touring with Linkin Park or something."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Do you want to go? Like, me and a bunch of my friends are gonna go on a road trip." And I told her no, because I was like, I don't really know her all like that. Like, we just work together. Like, nothing wrong with her. She's cool. She was respectful, but we only worked together. It wasn't like we were friends. Right. I didn't feel like road tripping with somebody who I don't know in a car full of people I don't know, because they don't give a fuck about my safety. No, they don't care about me.
They really wouldn't.
But I was so sad because literally the next year, Chester Bennington passed away. And I never got to saw Linkin Park live. And I felt like I was sitting there thinking about it like, that was my last chance and I didn't take it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't take it. We may have never saw you again.
Speaking of Chester Bennington, I'm trying to keep this episode black. Chester Bennington loved black people. He really fucked with black people.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And one of my favorite, it was such a cool, dope thing. One of my favorite rappers shouted him out in his suicide song after he passed away. Royce da 5'9" shouted out one of his quotes and stuff, because you never really know what people are going through. I think the song was called "Check on Your Strong Friend." But not to get off topic, my black experience from conventions has always been bad. Always.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe because
but we've gone
Jerry's
like all
not
the same. Well, I can understand Colosso. Because staff is ass.
Am I? Wait. She said maybe because Jerry isn't intimidating looking. Am I intimidating looking?
Jerry, you gotta remember that he's 6'2", 6'1"?
6'1".
6'1". And he's
Yeah, I mean, you're a big guy. On top of being black, you're more the stereotype than me. I also got the light skin factor too.
Jerry.
Yeah.
You are you are not light skinned. We're not doing that.
Yeah. We're not gonna lie to ourselves here.
I don't say I'm light skinned. Other people say I'm light skinned.
Yeah, well, stop paying people to tell you you're light skinned.
I would never pay anyone. I don't care to be light skinned or dark skinned or whichever one. Either way, I still end up being black.
So my experience was I noticed before I was with Demi and after I got with Demi, both experiences. When I first started going to conventions, I was kind of, fairly young, very immature, and very not necessarily aware of a lot of shit. So I was trying my best to fit in, and before I knew it, I was doing everything I was not being myself to try to fit in with these people that don't look like me or don't even want to be around me. It's weird. Like, in my area where I'm from, you say hi to people say hi back. But when I leave that area and I go anywhere else, they stare at you. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking annoying and it's weird. So my experiences has always been odd. What'd you say, Jerry?
I do wish you would have got to go to Otakon while it was in Baltimore. That would have been a really good experience. It's not like bad in DC, but the attendance is definitely different. It's still good. Still my favorite.
When I got with Demi after, it was like if she's around, then it's like, oh, he's okay.
Well,
He's in. I'm like,
I
and
don't
then
think
after
they
that,
I
I
don't
was
think they look at it that way. So I'm gonna cut you
But-
off real quick. No, I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
okay.
I don't think they look at it that way.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like you know, like one of those things where it's like, you know, somebody might look intimidating or something. Because I've definitely been intimidated by, like, your cousins, like, intimidated the fuck out of me when I first met them. But then, like,
Why?
because
of the tattoos?
no, just how they came in and everything. Like, they acted all aggressive, kind of. a
Acted
little bit.
aggressive. They walked in. They pants was sagging. That's how they walk. It wasn't aggressive. They didn't want to lose their pants. Oh my god.
look, you know they make bills for that, man.
Hmm?
But I definitely agree with Kurt.
Yeah, it's a different
why-
attitude when they see you around certain people, man.
There's a different attitude when they see you around certain people. There's definitely a different attitude when you have an Asian girlfriend, because they really aren't looking at you anyway. They're looking at your Asian girlfriend, wondering like how long is it gonna take for you to blow it so they can slide in.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's already been 9 years.
You know, they
so
want that
it's
real
not,
life
it's
anime.
not going to be anytime soon.
Boy, Steph Curry with the fucking back-to-back. Nah, he lost. He just lost. Nah, you're right.
But the thing is, though, is like it's funny because I think it's funny for Kurt because he used to care so much about what people think, and then it's just like, but then I always sit there and be like, why? Because you know me, Jerry. I don't give a fuck. I'm just me all the time.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't give a shit anymore. But I'm glad I'm out of that. I don't even have the big interest. I only want to go to some cons that I'll talk about when I'm not recording and shit. But I don't have a big interest into the whole convention scene, so to speak. Like it would.
Well, the community scene is gonna change drastically.
It
after the whole
is. A lot of stuff's not gonna stand for.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a whole new world whenever it even gets kicking back up. Who knows when that'll be?
Right.
But
Did you say you had a topic that you wanted to talk about?
The Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole thing.
Okay. We can discuss that.
So apparently, I don't know much about these two to really have a say in it. Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are being canceled for not doing shit about BLM, accusing of using black people's plight in their music, but nowhere to be found.
Okay, so Jerry, did you watch Dave Chappelle's new special? It's not really a special; it's more like a TED Talk, but it's just him talking.
I've only heard about it. I haven't seen it myself.
It's only like 25 minutes long,
It's
and
okay.
it's on YouTube. So it's really
It's more if he just got on stage and just ranted.
he vented.
Yeah.
He got it off his chest, which I can understand how he feels when you're in a society or you leave your house where you feel comfortable or you're supposed to feel comfortable, and you go out into this world where everybody is just complicit or okay with the bullshit that's going on. And he got on stage and he just vented and said all this stuff that a lot of people knew already. So it wasn't a special that was super dramatic or legendary.
It's just honest.
Right. Well, man, I got off topic. What was I bringing up Dave Chappelle's for?
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. So, during the Dave Chappelle special, he mentioned Don Lemon, who went on the news and was talking about how where's all the celebrities at and all this and blah blah blah, right? But me, I never really cared about, like, when stuff gets crazy or serious issues, I don't really go to be like, what are
the celebrities in these times of crisis?
Right, like I don't.
What are the rich people doing?
I don't care for what Beyonce is doing or saying or whatever, it's always great that they are doing stuff. But the thing is like the way I look at it, if I can't do anything, then no matter how much I think about this issue, I can't affect it. So I don't really think that long on them. You know what I mean? I try to donate when I can. I try to, because you know me, I'm a very, very giving person. But I just can't stand people who keep bitching at people that's not doing anything when they're not doing anything. But
Yes.
some of these people, like J. Cole or Kendrick or Dave Chappelle or any other fucking celebrity, like the prime example of Prince. Prince did so much shit you didn't even know about it until he fucking died. So, I would say shut the fuck up and do something yourself. Because just because people are celebrities doesn't mean they're your white hope. They're not your Jesus, so to speak. They're not the person that's supposed to tell you
I think it's
what
because
to do and
people
say.
put celebrities so high on a pedestal
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
That high pedestal is like, it's like it's split at the top where it's like almost a biblical figure rather than a like, I really respect that guy. You work really hard. You know what I mean?
I just don't understand why people
Right.
seem to not understand celebrities are just people.
Just people.
They're just people. Like, oh my god, did you see this person without their makeup and sweatpants and a pajama shirt? Like, yeah, they're people.
Yeah.
We've gotten all of these freaking shows that just follow celebrities and shit like that, and I've never.
Oh my
gotten
god,
it.
Jerry.
It's
So like, I used to be a big Britney Spears fan when I was little, and I like will never forget like how like this was the moment where I was like, I never want to be a celebrity. Like it was like, you know, like when even like kids like, oh, I want to be famous or whatever. I'm like, I never wanted to be a celebrity. I never wanted to be famous. I was watching this show where these two girls ran up on Britney Spears' house, cut some grass off her front lawn, put it in a bag, and was so excited about getting grass off of her front lawn, talking about, oh my god, she walked on this grass, she touched this grass, and I'm like, that's some creepy shit.
That's fucking creepy.
Did Britney Spears like black people?
I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah, because she made some dope ass songs with Pharrell. So yeah.
I don't think I like. I'd be one of those controversial celebrities because I wouldn't stop acting the way I already act.
Oh, I would definitely like, that would be me. I feel like nobody would.
You have to think about your image. Fuck my image.
Yeah.
I'm my image.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's kind of harder for us to be celebrities because it's just if isn't it sad that they have to be in this shell, and it's like if you're in that shell for so long, how do you know who you really are? Because those
Well, they don't have to. They make the choice.
yeah.
And some who aren't, like Samuel. Samuel don't give a fuck.
Samuel who?
Samuel Jackson.
You right? Yeah, you right. You right.
John, I can't say his last name correctly.
Erykah
But
Badu.
Bogova.
Erykah Badu.
Yeah, Erykah
Erykah Badu is gonna always be Erykah Badu.
Exactly.
But John, the Star Wars guy,
John Boyega.
John Boyega, yeah, absolutely doesn't give a fuck.
You gonna? I'm gonna get you to say his last name one day.
Goodness
John
gracious.
Belotti.
That's honestly what I want to say. Bogova, Sylvie.
Cordoba.
The man that should have been a Jedi.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? So I was sitting there really thinking about it when I saw a post where like they're like they put this man on like all the promotional shit and blah blah blah, but they were like,
Yeah.
But the post was like, really think about it. What did he do?
Yeah. Do you feel like they wasted his?
And I really sat there and thought about it. And I'm like, what the fuck did he do?
Yeah.
They made a giant promotion of him to put him in the background.
Yeah.
So we've been doing the we skipped a Monday. I think for now on, I might just do Tuesday through Friday and skip the Monday and have that extra day to edit.
Sure.
But yesterday's episode was not the greatest, but we powered through it like a boss.
We were just so exhausted.
We were
both.
super exhausted.
Look,
The day before that episode was amazing. Everything was in sync, chemistry, vibing. She complimented me, I compliment her. The episode before that, I think we stabbed each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one day, maybe that's why. Like the one day I tried to come in, and it was just like you guys are offline, and I was like, oh, I guess not today.
Dude, sometimes we be so late, but I think what I'm gonna try to do now is always try to start within the first 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. But if I can keep it, if I can hit Twitch live by like 9:45, 9:50, and just be live, and I'll just be playing music so people can just jump in whenever. That's the goal. So, but
We're trying to fall into a routine.
we're getting there. We got the first week out the way. I've been kind of hectic with trying to figure out how to do this, so I didn't want to choose an anime to watch this time. But I also want to discuss an idea with you rather than doing the anime stuff on here, and I like the honest conversation, which was really relaxing and refreshing. If me and you did our Zoom thing at a later time on weekends, because I'm not doing the Monday through Friday.
I'm gonna be playing Animal Crossing.
Of course, you will fucking be playing Animal Crossing, but if we,
I got Marshall, Jerry. I'm
we're
so
not
excited.
turn your mic off. We're not talking about Animal Crossing no more. Oh my god. So it's not a bad game. It's just. I'm jealous.
It's not for me. It's not for
I'm
me.
jealous.
I can understand.
You
it.
know what?
Animal
Jerry, that's
Crossing
okay, because
over me.
Kurt keeps like trying to ask me like what's so appealing about the game. I'm like, it's hard to explain. It's one of those games, either you're going to like it or you're going to not. There's nobody in the world that's like, Animal Crossing's okay. No, either you like the game or you don't like the game.
What was I talking about before? I cannot remember.
The thing late
An
night
idea?
shows
Me,
with Jerry
you,
on
Zoom
weekends.
call.
Oh.
Weekends.
Thank you. Weekend show. So I'm thinking about, how about this? Me and you do a Zoom for now on with anime. I'm going to actually record us watching it, and then immediately after, we'll talk about that episode and just break it down after we just first watch it. So I can also get in clips of us reacting to the show or whatever, and we can just go through it that way. Or when, I don't know if things are going to be closing up, it seems like coronavirus is spiking a little bit more now.
Shit's
But-
Absolutely.
real. Shit's getting real.
Absolutely.
But if it goes back down, things are set up for, in the studio vibes and stuff like that. If you wanted to do that, the actual anime, blah blah blah, or if you wanted to game, blah. I got some games and stuff. It's whatever. I just want to be productive, man. I just want to be productive. I feel like we're doing some dope shit. We got some dope stuff. So,
I have to figure out,
you said what?
like,
Go ahead.
off the topic of black stuff, like the anime industry is so weird right now because, like, this past season got destroyed by Corona,
Yeah.
but now it's also new season time coming up. But everything that kind of got help is starting to come back with the season that's coming in. It's weird. I have to figure out what I was watching to restart it and re-get into it, and then also figure out the new stuff I need to watch, which is definitely ReZero Season 2.
Gotcha.
So it's a weird place.
Wait, ReZero Season 2 or the recap?
No, Season 2. I watched the recap.
The Season 2
I
is
watched the
out?
recap. Not yet. No, it's coming out next month.
Are you guys excited, speaking of anime and it being Juneteenth, the first black-owned anime studio in Japan?
Yeah, I think I have that up.
Congratulate them. But I have no idea what they do.
That's what I was gonna be asking you.
Oh,
Like, I don't know if they've actually pushed out anything yet.
This is from CBR.com. This is not our shit. I should start saying that since we're gonna be showing a lot of articles. But I don't know what they do, but I did see that they had their hands in a lot of other shows. They did a lot of they did a lot of key animation and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's I am concerned how the anime industry is, or the nerd industry in general, is going to treat black people at their events and shit. I wonder if this is another thing that's just going to be swept under the rug. Because we've never had this much momentum before.
There's been a lot of places getting caught out doing this for not having guests of color, and some of them have been like positive, some of them have been negative. I don't remember specific ones because there were ones I would never go to anyway. But you know, there's always gonna be the good ones, like Otakon, like I said before, Blurredcon, which I haven't been to myself.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going very much.
I'm planning on going to that.
Yeah, definitely would like to go there. ASIN, I don't think we'll change too much.
Okay.
But other ones, got to wait and see. Colossal is going through a whole shit show of things. I can't even fully describe.
What do you mean? Is it being canceled or is it still going?
Supposedly it's still going. I think they'll be canceled by the time it's time for them to be around, though. I think we'll be back in lockdown, honestly.
Gotcha.
Most definitely. Florida's already locked down for the second time.
Florida is the dumbest state in the entire fucking country. I'm sorry, Texas. You lost.
Damn.
First of all, bitch, I'm from Texas.
Oh, how do I get Jerry in the versus scene? Damn it. Oh my. That's what I'm gonna have to say.
I'm glad you're not there anymore. Texas is fucking full of idiots, but not nearly as many idiots as Florida.
Wow, Jerry.
Wow. The slander.
You've seen the SpongeBob episode. We've all seen the SpongeBob episode.
The slander.
That's why you look like SpongeBob.
Well, I mean, that's just. Oh, I am messing up the whole damn thing.
That's great.
I just took off the whole. I'm messing up editing. That's how exhausted I am.
This is fine. This is fine. I don't exist anymore. I'm just.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna have to fight Jerry.
Let me slide this.
For real,
back
fight
over.
him.
You like Texas? Like
he's serious. Jerry's dead ass serious.
Like, do you like Texas?
What's wrong with Texas?
You know she from Texas, right?
Like you could be from Texas and not be stupid, but that doesn't change that majority of Texas is stupid, just like Ohio.
Oh, I hate Ohio. I'm from Ohio.
Like Texas is fucking dumb.
She over here real mad, man.
I feel like
not as dumb as Florida.
She straight up plotting like. I can hear her thinking.
I don't even hate Texas. They're just fucking stupid.
I wish I had a dart gun, like just to shoot at the screen.
Oh my god.
But definitely the dumbest person I've ever met was definitely from Texas.
What made that person so dumb? What did they do? How bad?
So this was while I was in China.
Okay.
Had our small group, and we had an entire class from Texas. And this one guy was just so stupid the entire trip. We had this really was like the cherry on top.
All right.
But we had a little seminar, and there was a picture where the man said Berlin, as he put this up. There was in medium print Berlin, Russia. Right there on the picture, and he asks, "Oh, is this China?"
No.
Just like,
No.
Why the X-Files song?
I just, cause it's a mystery.
Why couldn't you do Disappointed?
That would have been good, but I used that too much. I used
It's
disappointed. I don't.
Jerry hasn't heard it yet.
You haven't heard the disappointed one? Oh, then this one is for that.
Disappointed!
Very much so.
Definitely heard the disappointed.
Well, the show has been running a lot longer than 30 minutes. I was expecting to run for an hour, but we have been running for
Almost 2.
almost 2, which is pretty cool. I'm glad we're being productive. This is awesome. I want to thank everybody for watching. Jerry, you have any last words for? Actually, I'll let you sign us out. Demi, do you have any last words for Juneteenth and today and all that?
Stay safe.
Yeah, that's sad, but yeah, it's true. I want to say, hey guys, happy Juneteenth, and awesome. Jerry, sign us out with your last words.
Boo boo.
Happy Juneteenth, happy Pride, happy all that shit. Stay safe. Bunch of races if you can.
Ooh, I like that one.